know this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Morant against Russell. Driving inside. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot.
It's so good off the bounds. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Now Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo! Woo!
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points from the D. Just enough to keep him on a rhythm.
Memphis shooting their first free throw this game.
Yeah, they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Morant surveying the D. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns driving in.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Morant against Russell. And finished off by Morant.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Kept alive. The kick out to Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant finds Bain. Morant against Russell. Shot clock at 6. From the line. And too long on the shot. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Morant against Russell. And finished off by Morant.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo! Woo!
And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
1:43 left in the first quarter. Morant against Russell. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Goes up the baseline. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the lob to Towns. That one misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. McDaniels passes to Towns. Another miss by Towns.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
As you've seen, they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
All the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Two shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Jackson kicks to Bain. Lets the three fly. The shot will not fall. And Minnesota will come the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Towns. To the inside. Here's Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Over in the corner, Edwards. Over Brooks. That one wide left.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Grant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
Ja Morant at the line for two.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Outside, Edwards. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 3.
The Grizzlies.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Bain passes to Brooks. From the corner, here's Adams. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Here's Edwards. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Good on the second free throw. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Morant with it. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Adams. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. Towns finds Edwards. And that one's good. Towns has got his second bucket.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell against Morant. Towns kicks to Edwards. That one off the back iron and out.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader. Whether that's game time or practice, Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Brooks outside. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 4. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right side Bain. Here's Adams. Bain looking around. And they recover it. And Adams kicks to Jackson. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looks good from here.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Spins. Towns finds Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And he converts the layup.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Russell kicks to Towns. Bain passes to Jackson. And here's Morant. Outside Jackson. Over Towns. Jackson misses. Here's Adams. Out to Brooks. With the putback. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Russell passes to McDaniels. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Memphis has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Morant against Edwards. It's Morant with the drop.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
Takes a shot at the elbow, and that one released in time, but no good. And that
Your Minnesota Timberwolves 15, the Grizzlies 19.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got Green, and it's Jones in at the point.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Green inside. Tillman. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's McLaughlin. And he drives in. Here's Anderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Jones looking for an opening. Good. Jones has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Passes it to McLaughlin. The kick out to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Noel. Tillman grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Outside, Jones. Going inside. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Reed finds Prince. Here's McLaughlin. A second chance effort, and out of bounds is Memphis gains possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside, Jones. They kick it out to Green. The pass to Concho. From 17 feet out, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Conchar's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis. Minnesota calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Memphis ball.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Outside, Jones. Pass to Concho. Outside, Jones. Pass to Concho. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Jones up top, pass to Concho. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conchar's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And the Timberwolves call time. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside, Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And so Green will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Outside, Jones. The pass to Concho. Let's go. Rebound, Minnesota.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Trying to break that ice cold streak. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
Some changes for Memphis. He hits both from the stripe. Here is Brooks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Morant outside. Kicks it to Adams. Back to Morant. In the corner, it's Payne. Three-pointer, Brooks. No good on that one. And so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the and this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Here's Morant. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the one. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. Just couldn't hit it.
Towns down low, guarded by Bain. And Towns gets it to go.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Up top, Morant. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. With the drive. And finished off by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Out to Russell. Shoots the three. And he's good on the three ball. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. Shoots over McDaniel. Not enough on that one as it misses. Timberwolves trail by 5. Left side, Edwards. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. He kicks to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. On the wing, Bain. Edwards defending. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Russell with him. He's picked up by Morant. Towns kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
A little extra on that.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously he can when necessary, but not that time. It's Morant with the drop. Here's Adams. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. Morant against Russell. There's the feed to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Down low. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. Can't cash in from close range. Memphis leads by 7.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Morant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Russell passes to Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Morant, that's for 2. Here's Jackson. Tries again. Plays it up off the glass.
Boy, this is what a diverse skill set buys you. Jackson with so many options after corralling the miss.
Edwards against Bain. Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. They need this. Here's Towns. And that one is off. Adams, some nice D.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Grizzlies.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Inside, stolen by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Now here's Edwards. Russell with a wide open look. Missed. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Now here's Russell outside McDaniels. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Leonard. George outside. Back to Covington. Leonard passes to Covington. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with two 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
McDaniels, that's good.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
Timberwolves foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. First team foul.
Russell against Wall. Outside Covington. Pass to Leonard. Misses the three. And the Timberwolves with possession. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Leonard against Gobert. Zubac shot is off.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Yep, that one's good.
We're recognizing D'Angelo Russell has become a scorer. He's got to go back to his natural instincts to make plays. He did there.
Russell against Wall. Out to Covington. Pass to George. This one for three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Now McDaniels. Now Edwards. The three is up. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, personal big man with great court awareness.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside Edwards. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Clippers shooting 43% to get this one underway. George finds Leonard. Edwards against George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
Paul George. 2 shots.
That one's no good.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
First team foul.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. He makes 1 or 2 that time.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
George passes to Covington. Misses from short range. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Zubac with the steal. Pushing it up now. That's good from Covington. On the assist by George. Covington's got 5 now.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. It's George on the wing. It's stolen. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Stolen by Russell. Soft touch off the glass.
Tough to hold on to the ball with those fast hands from D'Lo that are active.
Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Count it. Zubac has got his second basket.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Outside Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending.
Just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Yeah, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. Wall with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim.
Wall against Russell. The kick out to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
Now here's Leonard. Back to George. There's the triple. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns Towns has got 4 rebounds now. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep break.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep. And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
1:41 left in the first half. Russell to pass to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 5 assists in the game. Outside wall. Pass to Covington. George outside. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Russell to pass to Edwards. 54 seconds left in the first half. Here's Russell. Rebound by the Clippers.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Leonard can't get it to go. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. McDaniels finds Towns. And the layup falls.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Covington. Now here's Wall. Leonard with the ball. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Right side, Russell. Lets it go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Substitution on the court.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. 8. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Put your hands together.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
On the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Marcus Morris out there with Norman Powell. And it's Batum in at the center position. They get the rebound. Anderson for 3. Here's Prince. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark. Powell right side. To the inside. Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Morris outside. There's the 3. They get it again. Kicks it out to Kennard. Knocks down the triple.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
Driving in. Pass to Noel. From deep. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers trail. Here's Powell. Jackson outside. Jackson on the wing. And here's Batum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's McLaughlin. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. So it's Minnesota now. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Kennard on the wing. Here's Jackson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Good handles from Reggie. The kids would tell you Reggie's in his bag.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel, defended by Jackson, to the wing, right side. Clock at 4. Here's Prince. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jackson against Anderson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Kennard from outside the arc. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
1:52 left in the third quarter here. Pass to Noel. Fires the 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Noel's got his first 3 points of the game. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Powell outside. That's the way. On the wing, Noel. To the left side wing. Pass to Prince. He takes it in. Here's Reid. Now Anderson. 5 on the clock. Here's Prince. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Kicks it out to Kennard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Kennard's got 5.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
Takes it inside. Here's Noel. That 3's off the mark. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Here's Batum. And that one is stuffed right through.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Noel, that's good.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Jackson outside. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Kennard. Fires for 3. The shot off that time. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The T-Wolves on top. They lead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
It doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Covington no good. Minnesota in the lead. Now here's Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Towns down low. Zubac's there. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Zubac. Wall with it. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
And Minnesota calls time here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Now here's Wall. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels covering. Nice move. Zubac passes to Batum. Just 4 to shoot. Zubac's shot is off. And Minnesota has possession. They lead by 1. Outside Russell. Sinks that one from the post.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Up top, Wall. George outside. Drops in the layup for 2.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up, a huge shot at this moment in the game.
Wall against Russell. Outside Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Now here's Wall. Here's Batum. And it's all from 3-point range.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's tough on the swallow here in the fourth.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. The putback. controls the rebound and the putback. And now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. To Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Launches the 3. It's rebounded by Zubats.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a one-possession game.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
You can bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need.
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure. They've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still here.
Ooh, knocks down the clutch free throw.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
Here's Edwards. Oh, he missed it. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Scores all tied at 44. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Can't cash it in.
How many times have we seen Paul George single-handedly just close out games by himself? See if this is one of those times.
And the second and 2 is good. And that gives them a lead. And Minnesota calls time here. They're losing by 1. 1 second left in the game.
All right, number 1 fans, here comes the Fifth Avenue Warriors.
So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
The adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. Here's Leonard. It's good.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. He takes it in, and Morant moves it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Oh, they matched the slam at one end with an even bigger one at the other.
Ooh, maybe we'll get another one on this trip. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Outside for Jackson. It's good from long range.
The potential of Aaron Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
Outside, Wall. Driving the lane. Leonard against Brooks. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Now George, following the miss by John Morant from deep. And it's George finishing it off.
And George just so aggressive. When he's got that edge inside, he is looking to power it home. You also love that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Now here's Brooks. Grant, 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Now Morant. Outside, Bain. Wide open look. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Bain's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Wall. To the paint. Over to the left wing. George against Bain. And George kicks to Covington. Leonard with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Leonard's got 7 points.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Morant passes to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. From 18 feet away. Here's Morant. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, Covington. Back to Wall. Outside, George. Takes it out to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Morant. Good D by Covington.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Zubac, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
And there's a whistle that goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And here's George for 3. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. George finds Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Wall passes to George. Poked away.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Leonard inside, Brooks covering, and Leonard gets it to go. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you, and in some ways it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Leonard, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Morant.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Wall looking it over. Dishes it to Leonard. And there's the pass to Zubac. Outside for George. That 3 off the mark. For Memphis, they've got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. To the inside. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Ball against Morant. Here's Zubac. Shoots over Adams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Brett?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize just deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And here's George for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Covington finds Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. 1:46 left in the first half of the game. Wall dishes to Leonard. And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Morant against Wall. Knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Leonard kicks to Zubac. It's George on the wing. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. That one goes in, and it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Working hard for those 2 points. PG can score from just about anywhere on the floor.
Morant against Wall. And here is Bain. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Stolen by Brooks. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He was all alone on that one. Morant's got 10 points.
With the defense geared to challenge Morant at the cup, that little stop and pop is deadly.
Here's George. He's got 6. Leonard on the wing. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Clippers on top. They lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the... All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
They've got Clark. Green out there with Jones. And it's Aldama with the four-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Conchar. Kennard covering. Jones, the pass to Aldama. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Morris kicks to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. Charity stripe shot. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Here's Clark. Up and in on the way. Clark's got the first field goal of the second half for the Grizzlies.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Outside, Jones. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Jackson against Jones. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Morris dishes to Jackson. And Morris throws it down.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add 1 more.
The Clippers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Jones up top, guarded by Jackson. They kick it out to Green. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 4. Batum inside. And the rejection by Clark. It's Jones on the way. Kennard covering. Conjar, good.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Jackson passes to Kennard. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Finds Batum. Kennard with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson passes to Kennard. Off target from the wing.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there, but just a little bit off of the execution.
Here's Conchar. They kick it out to Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Outside for Jackson. It's stolen by Jones. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Over to the wing. Outside, Green. Powell with the steal. Jackson with it. Jones covering. Morris passes to Batum. Outside, Jackson. It's Powell on the wing. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Hits it from three-point range. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers. Jones in the post. He's against Morris. Aldama trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Aldama. No points in the game yet for him. For 3, it doesn't go for him.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Here's Powell, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Clippers have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And so Powell nails both of them. 11 seconds left in the third. Morant outside. And a wide open look for Payne. And so it's Los Angeles. Broke the quarter to close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Morant. Wall against Morant. Passes to Leonard. Outside, George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul.
And George drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant scanning the floor. Outside Jackson. Ball against Morant. 4 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Payne, no good. Clippers leading by 7. Outside Leonard. Outside for George. Lets it go from deep. And they'll get another chance.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
At the line for Memphis, Desmond.
He throw good, Payne.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
The Grizzlies shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Morant against Wall. And finished off by Morant.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Morant. Both free throws good from Morant.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Here's Morant. Finishing scores Wall.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
To the middle. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Morant with a wide open look. They get it back. The layup off target. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point game. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Outside Leonard. Back to Zubats. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump there. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Morant is just to Adams. That's to Jackson. The pass to Bain. Jackson for 3. It's in! What a beautiful shot to pull him to within 3.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Ball passes to George. No good on the triple. And so it's Memphis with it. Morant with it. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Gonna go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bain against George. Outside Covington. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and great.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying.
It's Thursday afternoon, and we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at point guard. McDaniels can't hit. Russell against Morant. Brooks outside. All sorts of time. Jump shot is good.
I'll tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now here's Russell with the drive. Here's Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound. And just about a minute into this first quarter.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Knocked loose. Dane with it. Towns covering. Outside Morant. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
For Memphis, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor.
Walker foul call. D'Angelo Russell. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Morant. Chance slammed it home and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Russell.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now here's Towns. Second chance shot. Tipped. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Moran against Russell. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Bain. Just 5 on the clock. It's good.
Adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
On your defense, here they go. Your Grizzlies.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner.
Oh, hey, how about that? They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Towns gets the bucket.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Outside Morant, pass to Bane. Morant with it. Russell covering. There's Jackson with the three. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Gobert. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That's on Steven Adams. That one misses for Gobert.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top three. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
Here's Edwards, driving inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And so the first quarter is in the books. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the four with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Russell up top. Uncovered. Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Morant finds Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bane's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
The kick out to Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 12 points in the game.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. Towns with the ball. 4-3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. But Doris, the last few years, we've seen teams put together rosters loaded with talent. But it hasn't always translated to rings.
I think what we've learned, Brian, is that just accumulating talent is not enough to win in this league. What you have to find is a team that fits together well in terms of the individual parts. There also has to be that elusive chemistry. You can't define it, hard to win without it.
Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Connects from downtown. 11 points in the game.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Pass to Russell. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Russell. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Can they get it? Edwards with it. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
And the dunk by Jackson.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling. And as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And Minnesota calls time here. Here's Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Driving to the basket. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Outside McDaniels. A minute 15 left in the second period. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the free ball.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Outside Edwards. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Minnesota foul. D'Angelo. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Bain. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. On the wing, Bain. Pass to Brooks. Three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Great D that time from Bain. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Morant finds Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. Minnesota shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. Russell, the pass to Edwards. With the floater. He can't get that one to fall. Bain against Edwards. Outside Bain. There's Jackson with the three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. So
Timberwolves. 16. 10. Get ready for the Milwaukee.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
They've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. Brandon Clark out there with Danny Green. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Noel. And he converts the layup. Noel's got his first bucket in this one.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Jones. Pass to Clark. Oh, and Reed with a block. Inside. And finished off by Anderson.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it. After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected, guys.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
Pass to McLaughlin. And he drives in. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. He'll hit that foul on Danny Green. And, Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance. Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court, didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
Outside Jones. Pass to Clark. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Prince. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Right wing. Five to shoot. From deep. Unable to get that one. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Here's Jones. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Prince. Green covering. Here's Reed. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
1 minute 58 left in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Clark. Shots on the cold streak. No good there. Nice D from Reed.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Noel. Back to Prince. Takes a 3. Fires in the triple.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. To the left wing. Right side McDaniels. Puts up a 3. Here's Gobert. And Morant clears the board. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's the guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And here's Edwards outside. And it's Bain with the rebound. Bain's got 5 rebounds tonight. Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. From deep, Bain. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
And so it's Memphis liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. And here's Jackson. Now here's Brooks. McDaniels covering. Fires it from 18. That one off the back iron and out. The Timberwolves really having a tough go here. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Russell to the right side. Towns for 3. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. On the wing, Bain. Guarded by Edwards. Stolen by Russell. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game. He actually won the 3-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Bain, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Russell against Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Morant's got 20 points. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
And they recover it. Now here's Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Well, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Looking to get it going. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Pass to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. Russell's got his first 2 points.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
From deep, Morant. And No good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Grizzlies.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter here. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards off that drive. Look out.
With the flair!
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Edwards against Bain. The three from Russell. Sinks it from distance.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Brooks outside. On the take. Good. And the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And here's Morant. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to...
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
On the front foot, attacking the defense, this is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Ball against Russell. Now here's Wall. He's covered closely. Here's George. That shot is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Inside, Leonard with the steal. George looking around. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play. Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money for deep.
Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Here's Edwards driving to the basket, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Wall against Russell. And Wall kicks to George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Outside, Russell launches a three, drills the three-pointer.
Guys, you can just about count on him. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
Russell against Wall. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Out to Edwards. Leonard with the steal. Outside, George. Stolen by McDaniels. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now here's one. And stolen by Russell. Down low, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Russell with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
Wall up top. He's guarded by Russell. A three from Leonard. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's McDaniel. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Here's Wall. Outside Covington. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Wall passes to Leonard. Back to Wall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He finishes with 9. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. And that one's good. Towns.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over 40% from 3.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Wall. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Russell looking around. It's Edwards on the wing. Passes it to McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Towns. The feed to Gobert. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gobert's got his first basket of the night.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. His teammate has something a little better.
Now the pass to Leonard. But when they're evaluating draft prospects, you always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the Combine.
Zubac's in the post. Defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Covington wide open. He fires. And George kicks to Leonard. Here he goes. Pass to Zubac. Pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the league is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Leonard to stop the run. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Edwards passes to Russell. Back to Edwards. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Leonard. And rebounded by McDaniels.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And the Clippers call time here. Here's Wall. 1:11 left here in the second. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Wall giving me some evidence of that bounce, throwing it down with authority.
Outside, Russell to the wing right side. Towns wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, George, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Timberwolves leading by 8. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Edwards, and there's the drive. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Here's George. Over in the corner, Zubac. Leonard on the wing. The three ball. It's stolen by Gobert. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
21. The Timberwolves. 29.
You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batuma's out there with Morris, and it's Powell in at the small forward position.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Jackson makes it off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. From outside the arc. It's picked off. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. Dishes it to Jackson. Back to Powell. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Here's Noel. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Prince outside. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Back to Kennard. Jackson down low. Pass to Kennard. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Morris. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's McLaughlin. Morris with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Back to Morris. The pass to Kennard. Driving the lane. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Stolen by Reed.
Foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First personal foul.
That one misses for Anderson.
Shooting for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. It's Prince on the wing, guarded by Powell. Noel passes to Reed.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and converting the easy bucket.
The Timberwolves shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. He hits the second from the line. Clippers trail by 7. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Kennard's shot is off.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Pass to McLaughlin. The kick out to Anderson. Fires the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Powell, the pass to Morris. Back to Powell. 1:37 left to play in the third. To the inside. Batum dishes to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jackson from long range. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Minnesota leading by 7. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's McLaughlin. Lays it up off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, not who did the defender.
Right side Jackson. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Minnesota making some changes. And George kicks to Covington. Wall against Russell. It's Wall with the drop. And he banks in the lane. Wall's got 8.
Boy, that's a nice drive by Wall. He is still one of the fastest players in the league with the ball in his hands.
Towns in the corner. Up top Edwards. Defended by George. And he tries.
Oh, man.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Clippers trail by 10. And here's Wall. 8 points for him. And the slam dunk by Wall.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Russell from long range. Here's Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Towns against Covington. Kicks it to Leonard. Back to Covington. And so it's Minnesota ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. The defensive. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp. And his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions. And boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, who talked with the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks so much, David.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
The kick out to Wall. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Outside Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Russell with a wide open look. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on this shot.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 15-point game. There's the dish to Batum. George passes to Batum. Outside, Wall. In the corner, George with it. A baseline change. Here's Zubac. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Zubac has got his first points of the night. Minnesota leading by 13. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Edwards looking it over. There's the drive. And Edwards with the stuff.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
And the Clippers call time here. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 for the field to get the fourth quarter started. And stolen by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards leading the charge. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers trail by 15. Wall finds George. Driving inside. Here's Batum. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And, you know, Batum certainly has the ability to score inside.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
And that one good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team.
1:43 left in the game. That's a two from Towns. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot totals, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Outside Edwards. .102 left here in the fourth quarter. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Timberwolves.
This is a game where defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Al Russell. Shot clock at 6. Here's McDaniels.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing, and Leonard plays with great passion. A defensive menace who gives everything he has to shut his man down while still doing it at the offensive end too.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Passes it to Russell. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. Now here's Morant. It doesn't go for him. Wall with it. Kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Wall. George outside. 3 on the clock. It's rebounded by Memphis.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Outside Wall. Leonard left side. George outside. Back to Leonard. To the middle. And the jam by Covington.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
And Spydi with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Wall, the pass to Zubac. It's Covington on the wing. Launches it.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for your Clippers, John Wall. At the line for two.
Second free throw, no good.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. George, right side. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
Grizzlies ball.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run. As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant. At the foul line for one.
And Morant, no good on that one.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw John Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Now here's George. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Outside Morant, into the lane, and then Morant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. The Clippers trail. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Brooks against Leonard. Back to Wall. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shots blocked.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Wall. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Morant against Wall. And it's Memphis with another.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
George's shot is off.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
George passes to Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup.
Love the finish through contact. Kawhi is even stronger than he looks.
And here's Morant outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. Absolutely. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Spydi.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Leonard outside. Off the mark there with a three.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
His first shot coming late. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for two more.
Beautiful touch from Desmond Bain. So good from the mid-range.
George against Bain. Here's George. Here's Covington. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game. But sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Spydi, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Covington. Poke loose. Here's Wall. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Up top, Morant. Wall covering. And then Morant with the dunk.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Brooks against Leonard. And that makes it 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Beautiful from Kawhi, establishing himself and going to work. Love the confidence.
Here's Morant. He can't get it to go. Wall with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. The 3, George. Can't connect, making him 1 for 6 from the field. The Grizzlies have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Bane finds Brooks. And a miss there on the triple. The Clippers shooting about 43% on this one.
Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Morant against Wall. Outside Bane. And there's 1:45 left in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Shoots over George. Bane, no good. As for Dillon Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, B.A. He's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
George passes to Zubac. To the paint. From 12 feet. Adams grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
The Clippers call timeout. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. George passes to Leonard. Great D that time from Bane. For Memphis, they've got 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
And the jam by George.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Morant, 23 points in the game. Takes a turnaround, Jay. Adams
Locks him up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
with 4 on the clock. And George with the layup. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. 2 on the clock. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Clark. Rebound by the Clippers.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Powell. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here are the Clippers now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Clark.
LA foul. 9. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Memphis. Brandon Clark.
He's off on the first. So it comes up empty at the line. The Clippers trail. Powell left side to the inside. Here's Batum. Soft touch off the glass. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
That kind of defense isn't going to stop Nicholas Batum. He pushes through the contact.
Outside for Green. Down low, Clark. He can't hit that time. Batum with the defensive effort. Jackson outside. Back to Kennard. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Exploding to the rim. Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
A line change here for Memphis. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Outside Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 25 points in the game.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Jackson pass to Kennard. The 3-ball. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks.
2 minutes running.
Outside Morant.
2 minutes.
And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
17. Substitution on the court.
The Clippers on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far. Oh,
Wow, he took off.
Can you say elevation?
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
And the Clippers call time here. Batum checked in for the Clippers. A minute 50 left in the third. Ball against Morant. Batum outside. Stolen by Jackson. On the break. From deep, Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Batum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Pass to Batum. Brooks against Leonard. Kicks it to George. Here's the three, and the three-pointer goes. George has got 11.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Here's Morant. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Ball against Morant. Leonard for 3. Brooks with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Back to Payne. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Los Angeles is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And here's Leonard. Oh, the swat by Adams. Batum against Jackson. And it's Memphis with another.
Not just a floor spacer with the jump shot. Jaron solid also from the mid-range.
George. Oh, the swat by Adams. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's been an awful. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Well, the Grizzlies shooting an amazing 61%, looking confident. Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Paul George out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Zubats in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Up top, George, pounded by Morant. George with the bucket.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Outside Morant. On the wing, Brooks. 5 on the clock. George with a steal. Batum, left side. Pass to Zubats. Here's Kennard. George outside. Batum, left side. Kennard against Bane. Now here's Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Morant. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Tipped. And they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Clippers trail. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to George. Out to Leonard. The 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Bane. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
A skilled shooter like Desmond Bane also loves playing inside.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and This game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He did everything he could to fire the team up, saying, quote, "I don't care how far down we are. We can do this. Attack and take what's ours. Let's go out there and show them it's not over."
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Moran. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Nick Batum.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. The Clippers running out of time. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. George finds Batum.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Goes back up, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You know, Nicholas Batum is kind of a classic glue guy. He does a little of everything and is always ready to step up and fill any gaps on the floor.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings him with an 8.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Here's Moran on the wing Bane. Back to Moran. Outside Bane. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. And another miss by Memphis.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
It's tipped. Leonard's shot's good. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Payne. Pass to Moran. 5 to shoot. Going inside. And then Moran with the jam.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. John Morant has people on skates.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Shot by Leonard, no good. So it's the Grizzlies now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Bane. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his third.
There's an aggression and a confidence to Desmond Bane's game. It helps him get to the line.
Desmond Bane, 2 shots.
And Bane drops them both.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
George, a deep 3. The rebound by Jackson.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Adams. George against Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. George passes to Zubac. Can't connect. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road.